Let's see. Mm, Save this document. It is what? Spring. What's your batch code? 719. Why strength is less? It's raining. In rainy season, what will come? Rains only will come. That's why it is named as rainy season, right? Okay. You will not take food today. You will not take food. You will not take bath today. Then why are you not taking classes? You should stop everything then, right? Come on, come out of those feelings. Summer heat is there, rainy season, rains are coming. These are small excuses you are showing, right? Today interview is scheduled. Will you say rain is coming? I don't come. You joined in a company and project delivery is there. Will you say today is raining? I don't come to office. It's all about priorities, boss. Nothing. Nikhil Kota, the duration of course is 110 sessions, 100 to 110 sessions. Yes, guys. Okay, no. 719. What's the session number 5? 4, okay. Yeah, session number 4. Here we are going to discuss about language versus technology versus framework. Language versus technology versus framework. 2000. Where is this? 10,000. Okay. Yes, boss. As I said, I'll start from 0%. From there, I will take you to 100%. So before understanding Spring and Spring Boot programming, we must understand they fall under which category? Framework category. So that means frameworks are there in Java. So before framework, what we have? Technologies or APIs. Okay. Before APIs and technology, what we have? Language. We are learning 3 topics in the form of 3 courses in Java. Core Java course deals with Java language learning. Advanced Java deals with Java technologies learning. Spring Boot course comes under what? Frameworks learn. See, as a fresher, when you go to interview, they will check your foundation is strong or not. They don't ask much questions on advanced topic. They ask a lot of questions on fundamentals. You are saying Spring Boot or framework, and you are not able to tell what is the framework. And you are not able to explain thoroughly what is the meaning of framework. Are you getting my point? So it's not going to work out, right? So that's why let's spend time on what? Understanding what is language, what is technology, what is framework. Okay, one thing is clear. Frameworks are built on the top of technologies. Technologies are built on the top of language. Language versus technology versus what is their framework. Okay, guys. In Java, we have 3 categories of subjects to learn. One is what? Java language. Nothing but core Java course are not. Java technologies. Nothing but advanced Java course are not. Java frameworks. Nothing but Spring Boot, and microservices course. Fine. Okay. Shall we talk about languages or language? Better not to say just language, guys. It's better to call as what? Programming language. It's better to call it as what? Programming. Okay. Let's see. Programming languages are directly installable software having basic features of what? Programming in application development. Very basic features of programming in application development. They act as raw materials of the programming. They act as raw materials of the program. Is that clear, my dear? Come on. That's the point number one. Programming languages define syntaxes and semantics of programming. Syntax means rules. Semantics means structure. What do you mean by structure? First package declaration, then import statement, then class definition. Inside that variables, inside that methods, inside that what? Method. So can I write package declaration in the middle of the package imports, guys? Can I import the packages in the middle of the class definition, guys? It's possible, Is it possible, guys? Not possible. So there is a structure to follow. Again, there are syntax rules. Every open flower bracket should have a closing flower bracket. Every instruction should be ended with a semicolon symbol. There's instructions to follow or not there. These rules are called syntaxes. Structure to follow is called semantics. Okay, how they check whether you are following rules and structure? Through compilers and interpreters. Generally, they check through what? Compilers and interpreter. HTML language interpreter is there. Hypertext markup language. There no compiler interpreter. In C, C++, Java, everywhere what? Compilers are there. Black t-shirt, focus on class. You are busy in mobile. Please, 1.5 hours give to me. Rest of the time, you do whatever you want with your mobile. But 1.5 hours you focus here. Right, guys? Okay. So this is about what? Programming language. No, moreover, programming languages are based to create technologies, framework, operating systems, yes, database softwares, and tools, and many more. Java language is used to create Java technologies. Java technologies are used to create Java framework. So indirectly, Java languages are based to create even frameworks are not there. Some operating system, Microsoft is created by using VC++ language. What language? Visual C++. And Linux and Unix are created using C language. Android mobile operating system is created using what? Java. Internally C++. High level Java, low level C++. And Oracle 9 up to Oracle 9 C language is used. 10G onwards, Java is used. In the creation of database softwares also, in the creation of database software also, Java is required. Lot of tools are there, IDEs, Eclipse IDE, IntelliJ IDE. No, they are also created directly, indirectly by using one or other language. So they are raw materials of the programming. That's why I generally compare with what? Okay. Rice granules and wheat granule. The basic form of rice and what? Wheat. To make them eatable, so much procedure we have to follow or not there? Are they directly eatable, guys? No. Are they directly polished things are, guys? So to make them eatable, lot of processes involved are not there. What are the example for programming languages? C, C++, Java, VC++. Okay, Pro C, lot of things are. Ada is there. Many things are there, boss. Python. Python is not a programming language. I call it as scripting language because it won't run on its own. It runs on the top of other languages. You know that, right? But fine. You can call it as programming language, but technically speaking, it's not a programming language. It's a scripting language, no doubt in that. Yeah, people says, I heard Python came, Java gone. The people are saying from last 10 years, anything happened to Java? Python is good. I'm not saying it's bad. Python is good only in one domain, that is data science, where artificial intelligence, other things are there. But don't think that data science is having only Python. Python is good in two areas. One is data science, one is IoT. IoT means Internet of Things. My home automation comes under IoT, Internet of Things. In these two places, Python is used. But in both places, you don't believe Java is also required. But Java is not just there in data science and IoT. Java is there in standalone application development, web application development, lots of bank website, e-commerce websites are there in Java, boss. Java is there in distributed applications, Phone Pay, Google Pay, Visa, Master, all these are happening in what? Java only. Java is there in mobile application development. Android is created using Java only, right? Where Java is not there, tell me. Java is there in data science. Java is there in what? Okay. Java is there in data science. Java is there in IoT. But there Python is also there. It's not like that Python people not tried to enter into what? Standalone web application, distributed applications. They tried and they failed. Django is there, na Django framework. Yeah, Django framework is originally created to develop web applications and distribute application. But how fast it came, with the same speed it gone down, because of it's not a dedicated programming language, it's a scripting language. Security issues they have got, performance issues they have got, because it won't run on its own, it runs on the top of other language. The translation, this translation, some security and what performance issues have come. If someone questions you, when people are saying Python is good, why you are in Java, then try to convince them, because they are asking that question out of maturity. You tell them, okay, Python is good, I'm not saying bad, but it is just good in what? Data science and IoT domain. In those domain, Java is still there. In data science, for big data processing, we use Hadoop or Spark. Hadoop or Spark is based on Java, na? In data science, when there is a Go language, R language, they are also inspired from Java only, na, my dear. There is a Scala utilization that is also inspired from Java only, na, boss. So data science is collection of 35 plus technologies. How many? In that one, 18 to 19 things are related to Java only. There are few areas Python related things are there. Few areas Java related things are there. It's a big subject of 35 technologies, guys. Fine. Okay, let's come back to the subject, guys. Okay, now here what is there? Programming language is directly installable software. What software, guys? Directly installable software. Having, what is there? Basic features that are required. Having basic features that are required for developing software applications or projects. These are called, okay, I'm using singular everywhere. Okay. It is called raw material of programming. It is called raw material of programming that provides basic facilities required for the application development. basic facilities required for the application development. Convinced with me or not there? Language or programming language. It defines the syntaxes, nothing but rules, na? And semantics. What do you mean by semantics? Of the programming. Of the programming by supplying compilers, whether you are following syntax or not, semantic or not, decided by what? Compiler, compilers and interpreter. Interpreters. Interpreters, right? Okay. Programming languages are, yeah, this is rules of coding, guys. This is a structure of coding. Programming languages are based to create. What is there? Technologies, frameworks, tools. What is there? Tools, database softwares. What softwares, guys? Database softwares. Tools, database softwares. Operating systems, and etc. Operating system and etc. guys. That's good. Okay, what are the examples for them, guys? C, C++, VC++, Pro-C. What is there? Pro-C. Pro-C is the language using which iOS is created. What? iMobile, iPhone, operating system is iOS now, boss. Pro-C. Next one, JavaScript. JavaScript is also language, guys. Some extent the people feels it's a scripting language, but now they declared as a proper programming language. JavaScript is there, Java is there, Scala is there, R language is there, Go language is there, Kotlin is there. So many languages are there. Okay, Python, it's technically it's a scripting language, fine. It's also for programming. Python and what, etc. We have many things are not there, guys. But now what I want to highlight here is there are some JVM based languages, guys. I want to highlight them. The languages which have got their own compilers and which gives their own .class file. Which have got their own compiler and which give their own .class file. But uses common JVM for execution are called JVM based languages. Java, Kotlin, Groovy. Okay. All these are what? JVM, Scala. All these are JVM based languages. What do you mean by JVM based languages? They have their own syntax. They have their own compiler. When you compile, you will get .class file. But to execute this .class file, there is no need of separate runtime environment. All of them can be executed using same JRE JVM. That's why they are called what? JVM based language. Sir, what should I learn? Java na other JVM based languages? Java is enough. Why, sir? Java is also continuously upgrading by seeing other JVM based languages and also adding their own features. That's why there is no need of learning Scala, Kotlin kind of languages. They are good, but equal feature they are also adding to Java. But one good thing happened, guys, by seeing, because of these other JVM based languages, Java people are feeling very competition. Day to day, they are forced to increase the features. They're forced to add new features that are there in other JVM based languages, and their own features also they are trying to add. That's why there's no need of learning, okay, other JVM based languages as on today. I'll tell one small fact, guys. Up to Java 8, to release any major Java version, they used to take 4 5 years time. From Java 8 onwards, they are releasing major version in 6 months, 1 year. Certain major version I have seen in 3 months also it has come. Why, sir? Because they are getting too much competition, tough competition from other JVM based languages. Let me put straightforwardly. We all appreciate Java 8 features, especially Lambda expressions, shortcut of working with inner classes. Come on. It provides shortcut environment to work with inner classes or not. But it's originally not given by Java people. It's originally given by Scala. By seeing that feature, lots of people start moving to Scala. Then Sun Microsystem or Oracle Corporation realized originally Java from Sun Microsystem. Later, company is acquired by Oracle Corporation. Okay, by seeing that, what happened? Lots of people started feeling, oh, let's move to Scala. By seeing that competition, Java people have started adding those features, and they also invented sort of new features which are not there in other JVM based languages. Like that, they have shown reason to stay back in Java. Are you getting my point there? Okay, and you not about forget about Spring framework. Spring Boot programming is there. Not only you can code in Java, you can code in Kotlin and Groovy also. If you are comfortable in Groovy and Kotlin languages, okay, you can do coding of Spring Boot programming in 3 languages totally: Java, Kotlin, and Groovy. And all these are JVM based languages. Are you getting my point? The languages that contains their own syntax and semantics, their own syntax and semantics, and gives their own compilers. Gives what? Their own compilers and gives their own compilers. Are you understanding my statement, guys? And gives their own compilers. The languages that contain their own syntaxes, semantics, and gives what? Their own compilers. But uses common JRE JVM at runtime for execution are called what languages? JVM based languages. What languages, guys? JVM based languages. Yes, let's have a look. Here is my .java file. Okay, examples let me give. Java, Scala, Kotlin, Groovy, and etc. Yes, first one is what? .java. We compile, we get what? .class. .groovy. We compile, we get .class. .scala. After compilation, we get .class file. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay, next one. Kotlin. After compilation, we get .class. Tell me, to get the java.class file, we have to use a Java compiler. Super. Here we have to use Groovy compiler, guys. Groovy compiler. Here we have to use Scala compiler, guys. Here we have to use Kotlin compiler. Yes, my dear. Come on, everyone. Yeah, this is my JRE JVM or not there. Here is my JRE JVM. This dot class file goes to this, this, this. This dot class file goes to this. Okay, all of them can be executed using common JRE JVM or not there. All of them can be executed using common JRE JVM or not there, guys. Are you getting my point there or not there, guys? Okay. Fine, guys. This is about .java compiler .class. This is what we need to understand. I hope you got the basic idea about programming languages or not. Super, guys. So shall we get into technologies, guys? Technologies, also called APIs. Also called what? APIs. Yeah, tell me, guys. These are software specifications providing rules and guidelines. Rules means must follow. Guidelines means suggestions kind. In the form of software APIs. What APIs? APIs means what? In Java, API comes in the form of packages having classes, interfaces, enums, and annotations are not there. These are software specification providing set of rules and guidelines in the form of what? APIs to implement softwares. To implement softwares. Software technologies are not installable, but software technology based implementation softwares are what? Installable or arrangeable. Software technology based what? Implementation softwares are what? Installable or what? Arrangeable. Are you getting my point there or not there? Working with software technology based implementation software is nothing but working with software technology. I'll take one example, then you will get idea. JDBC is a technology that gives set of rules and guidelines in the form of JDBC API, okay, to implement JDBC driver software. JDBC technology is not installable. JDBC technology based JDBC driver software is installable or arrangeable in the form of jar file or not there. Whenever I want to talk to database software from Java application, I use JDBC. There I try to arrange JDBC 6.jar, JDBC 12.jar. Come on. That is nothing but JDBC driver software or not there. So whenever I want to work with JDBC, am I arranging technology or technology based software? That is nothing but JDBC driver software or not? Okay. Servlet is a technology. Its implementation software is Servlet container. JSP is a technology. Its implementation software is what? JSP container. Whenever I want to work with the Servlet or JSP technology, I'm going to arrange Servlet container and JSP container directly or indirectly by arranging web server like Tomcat or not there. Am I installing Servlet separately? JSP separately? By arranging web server software, I'm getting Servlet container and JSP container. Working with Servlet JSP containers is nothing but working with what? Servlet JSP technologies are not there. Say something, my dear. Okay, guys. So this is what? Technology or API. Yeah. It is a software specification. Having set of rules and guidelines given in the form of APIs. Given in the form of APIs to implement, to create implementation create implementation software. Are you getting my point there, guys? Okay. Software technology is not in a store, but the implementation software is installable or arrangeable. Installable or arrangeable. Working with what, guys? Implementation software is nothing but working with what, guys? Software technology. Working with implementation software is nothing but working with the software. Example, guys. JDBC is a technology. Servlet is a technology. JSP is a technology. JNDI, Java Naming and Directory Interface. EasyB is a technology. JMS is a technology. Come on. JAS is a technology. And so many technologies are there in the market, guys. Your advanced Java course basically deals with the technologies or not? In advanced Java, what you learn mainly? JDBC, Servlet, JSP, little bit of JNDI. So all these are basically technologies are not there. Okay, that's good. JDBC as of now, no full form, guys. But for remaining thing, yes, there is a full form. Java Server Pages. What is the next one? JNDI. Java Naming and Directory Interface. EasyB. What is there? Enterprise Java Beans. JMS. Java Messaging Service. JAS. Java. What is there? Authentication and Authorization Service. Okay. To work with JDBC technology, we arrange its what software, guys? Implementation. We arrange its implementation software called. We arrange. We arrange its implementation software called JDBC driver soft. Yeah, what is the example, guys? JDBC driver for Oracle. JDBC driver software for Oracle. Yeah, it comes in the form of OJDBC n.jar or not. JDBC driver software for MySQL. What is this? MySQL hyphen connector hyphen Java hyphen version.jar. It's coming or not there, guys. Okay, that's good. To work with JDBC technology, we arrange its implementation software called what? JDBC driver software. Okay. To work with servlet technology, we arrange its, what's there? Implementation software called what, guys? Servlet container. To work with what, guys? JSP technology. We arrange its implementation software called what? JSP container. Okay. To work with EasyB technology. What technology? We arrange its implementation software called what? EasyB container. Are you understanding my statement there? Okay, guys. Web server gives servlet container plus JSP container. What are the examples for web server? Tomcat, Resin, Jetty, and etc. Okay, that's the reason while working with the servlet JSP, we arrange Tomcat server or not? Because we want to work with the servlet technology, but are you going to work with the servlet technology directly? No. We arrange servlet container. We don't get servlet container directly. When we install Tomcat server, you will get servlet container or not there. Okay, guys, Jetty. That's good, great. Application server. What's the next wording I am taking, guys? Application server gives, tell me, servlet container plus JSP container plus, what is next? EasyB container. EasyB container is extra in application server or not? EasyB container plus dot dot dot. Example, what is there? Yeah, what's the example we have got, guys? The example that we got is, okay, WebLogic. What, guys? Wildfly, Glassfish. What is that? Glassfish and Excel. Nowadays, Glassfish is really doing well, no doubt in that. Okay, this is about technology or not there. So we don't work with technologies directly. We try to arrange technology-based implementation software and we work with that one. Okay, but I said rules and guidelines will come in the form of APIs. API is nothing but what? Packages in Java. API in Java comes in the form of packages having classes, interfaces, enums, and annotations. API in C language comes in the form of what? Header files having functions. API in C++ comes in the form of what? Header file having classes and functions. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay, now let's see, guys. API in Java comes in the form of, what is there? Packages having classes, interfaces, enums and exit, enums and annotations. Enums and annotations. Example, JDBC API, java.sql, javax.sql package. Servlet API, come on. Java X dot servlet, Java X dot servlet dot HTTP, Java X dot servlet dot, what is there? Annotation and etc. Java X dot servlet dot annotation. Okay, guys. API in C++ comes in the form of what? Header files. Agree with me, guys? Header files having classes and functions. Classes and functions. Having classes and functions. Okay. Tell me here, what is the story, boss? Example stdio.h. You might have studied all these things. Conio.h and etc. Conio means standard input output. Conio means console input output. I hope you remembered all this stuff. Anyone remembered all this stuff, guys? Yeah. So we have API means different things are not there, guys. Okay, guys. Now listen carefully. There are two types of technologies, my dear. One is open technology, other one is proprietary technology. If technology rules and guidelines are open to all the vendor companies to create implementation softwares, then the technology is called open technology. Most of the Java, J2EE technologies are open technologies, boss. JDBC is open technology. How can you say that? JDBC technology related rules and guidelines, API, is open for all the vendor companies in the market so that they can create, anyone in the market can create JDBC driver software or not. In the market, one company is giving JDBC driver software or lots of companies are giving JDBC. Lots of. That means technology is open technology or not. In fact, any technology in Java is an open technology, boss. Convinced or not, my dear? Any technology in Java is called an open technology. No second thought in that. Proprietary technology, boss. One software vendor company gives the technology rules and guidelines. Only that vendor is allowed to create implementation software. It does not allow other companies to create implementation software. Then it is called proprietary technology or not there. All Microsoft technologies are proprietary technology. ASP.NET. Who gives the technology rules and guidelines? Microsoft. Who implements software for that? Microsoft. Does it allow other company to provide implementation for the ASP.NET technology? No. So can I call ASP.NET is what? Proprietary technology or not there? JDBC servlet. Are providing JDBC driver software based on JDBC technology. 100 plus companies are there. Providing servlet container based on servlet technology. 25 plus companies are there. Same with JSP. Same with EasyAB. Open technology is like scientists created formula to manufacture some great product, and he kept that formula in YouTube and saying that whoever likes it, take the formula and manufacture the product. Take the formula and manufacture your product. I don't mind. Open formula. Okay. Open invention, right? Okay. Proprietary invention. Scientists created formula and he got patent right, and he only creating products out of that formula. He is not allowing any other company to manufacture the products using that formula. That is called what? Proprietary or patent right product. What product? Proprietary or what? Patent right product. Convinced or not convinced? Say something, my dear. Come on. API in C++ comes in the form of what? Header file. So whatever it is, guys, how many types of technologies are there? Two types. Open technologies and proprietary technology. Okay, all the technologies that we come across in Java J2W are open technologies because we don't have one vendor creating software. We have lots of vendors creating implementation software. Convinced with me or not? Can I get one chair? Chair. Okay. Sir, you are using a term called vendor. What do you mean by vendor? Yeah. Anyone who creates something and releases to the market is called vendor. Can I say IKEA is a company which is acting as a furniture vendor? Because they create and release furniture to the market, right? Can I say Paradise Hotel in Hyderabad is a food vendor? Because they create biryani and give to market, right, boss? Okay. Vendor means manufacturer of something. Microsoft is a software vendor. IBM is a software vendor. Can I say Infosys is a software vendor? No. They don't create software. They use software to create projects. I'm talking about software vendor means who creates the software. Okay. Can I say Arkil Corporation is a software vendor? Google is a software vendor. Yes, Google got their own products, guys. I think Golang Waze is from them. Yeah, Angular is from them. Come on. They have their own products. They have their own software. There are company who uses software and creates the project. They are called software services companies. Infosys, Wipro, whatever companies you know in India, they are maximum what? Services companies. Microsoft, IBM, Arkil Corporation, all these are what? Vendor companies. Because they just create the softwares and releases to the market, right? Okay, guys. Now let's talk about two types of technologies. How many types of technologies are there? Two types. Number one, where is this? Number one, open technologies. Number two, proprietary tech. Number one, open technologies. Number two, proprietary. Proprietary tech. Proprietary. Can you? I think proprietary technologies. Fine. These technology rules and guidelines are open to all the vendor companies. Open to what, guys? All the vendor companies. These technology rules and guidelines are open to all the vendor companies to create the implementation softwares. To create the implementation softwares. Example, what is there? Example, JDBC driver software. Okay, I think that's it. JDBC, servlet, JSP, and etc. And etc. Note. In fact, all the Java JWE technologies are open technologies. Are you getting my point there, guys? All the Java, JWE technologies are open technology. Yeah, other side, what we got, guys? Proprietary technologies. Tell me. These technologies, rules and guidelines are specific to one vendor company and only that vendor company is allowed to create the implementation softwares. Implementation softwares. Example, ASP.NET and etc. In fact, all Microsoft, what guys? Microsoft technologies are proprietary technologies. In fact, all Microsoft technologies are proprietary technologies. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Convinced with me or not there? Super. Here are my proprietary technologies. Here are my what? Open technologies. Everyone getting my point or not? Yes. These technology rules and guidelines are open to all vendor companies to create implementation software. These technology rules and guidelines are specific to what? One vendor company, and only that vendor company is allowed to create what? Implementation software. Is that clear, my dear? Come on, everyone. Okay. And etc. Sir, I have a small doubt. If it is proprietary technology, one company, one implementation software. If I learn it, that is enough. If it is open technology, come on, guys. One technology, many implementation software. So you have to learn multiple implementation software. Changing from one implementation software to another implementation software. Easy or difficult, my dear? Is it that much easy or is very difficult? Is not at all difficult. Why? All implementation softwares are given based on what? Common rules and guidelines. Agree with me or not there? Based on what? Common rules and guidelines. If you know how to work with one implementation software, does it take much time to work with another implementation software, my dear? For example, you know how to operate a Android phone. Someone gifted you iPhone. You will say no, or it's very difficult for me. I don't use or you will start initial 2 3 days. It looks bit different, but you will be habituated later or not there. You have gone to driving school to learn four-wheeler driving on old Maruti 800, bad, very old car, right? Generally, they teach driving on Maruti 800 old car. So one day, your family decided to purchase a new car. Will you suggest to your family member, let's purchase Maruti 800? Let's purchase Maruti 800? No, na. You will try to think about purchasing latest car in the market that suits to your budget. That car could be what? Swift Desire, Swift, i10, i20. This kind of cars only you will try to purchase or not there? Say something, my dear. You never think about purchasing what? Same old Maruti 800. Why? You know the fact. If I know driving of one car, that knowledge can be used to drive other model cars are not there. Maybe it's 5 6% difference will be there, but overall driving platform will be same or not there. Why? Because all car manufacturing companies are manufacturing cars based on what? Common rules and guidelines. ABC. All people should keep accelerator, brake, clutch in the same order. Did you see any company saying that I will reverse the order? I will zigzag the order? If they do, what happens? By pressing brake, if you press accelerator, you will end up with accident or not there. You will end up with accident or not there. Yeah, see, technology may be, see, implementation technique may be different, but the basic facilities should be same or not there. X company may use air brake system, Y company may use what? Magnetic brake system, some company may use electronic brake system, some company may use some other technology of brake system. But the way we press brake is going to be same or not there. Press the pedal, brake will be applied, right? So final conclusion is, since all the implementation softwares of open technology are coming based on common rules and guidelines of same open technology, come on, the way we work with different implementation softwares of open technology is going to be very much similar. Is going to be very much similar. What do you mean by very much similar? End to end. If you know how to work with one tech implementation software, you can use that knowledge to work with other implementation softwares or not there. You know how to drive old bike. Now you got money, you want to purchase a latest bike. So you will think about purchasing old bike, or you will purchase latest bike in the market. Because you know that if you know driving of how to drive one two-wheeler, that knowledge can be used to drive another two-wheeler or not there. Because all two-wheeler manufacturing companies are using what? Common rules and guidelines in the manufacturing of two-wheelers are not there. The knowledge gained to drive one two-wheeler can be used to drive another two-wheeler or not there. Say something, my dear. The company that creates and releases softwares to the market is called software vendor company. Softwares is called software vendor is called software vendor company. What is there? IBM, Microsoft, Oracle Corporation, Google. Amazon looks like a Amazon looks like a e-commerce website. No, it's more bigger than that. It's a software vendor company. They got a lot of their own software. The AWS cloud is from whom, guys? Amazon. The company that uses the softwares of software vendor company to create and release projects for client organizations is called software services company. What company, guys? Software services company. Tell me, guys, what is there in software services company? I want reply, guys. TCS, TCS, Tech Mahindra, TCS, Tech Mahindra, Infosys, Wipro. We have a lot of companies, guys. Accenture. Okay, many info, many names are there, are not there. Client organization means for whom our project is developed. That organization is called client organization. Okay, that's good, great, fantastic, guys. Come on, everyone. Okay. The company that uses softwares of software vendor company to create and release project is called as what? Software services company. Okay. Since all the software vendor companies, since all the software vendor companies are creating the software projects, are creating the since all the software vendor companies are creating what? Software. 1 minute, 1 minute. Creating what? Implementation softwares of an open technology. What, guys? Of an open technology by using common set of what there? Rules and guidelines. Common set of rules and guidelines. So we can say the way we work with all the implementation softwares is going to be very much similar. Implementation softwares is going to be very much similar. That means if we work with, come on, one implementation software, if you work with one implementation software, we can use that knowledge. We can use that knowledge to work with another implementation software or not. See, guys, you got knowledge how to work with the JDBC driver for Oracle, right? Using that knowledge, you are able to work with the JDBC driver for MySQL or not there. Later, using that knowledge, you can also work with what? Okay. Using that knowledge, you can also work with what? JDBC driver for MySQL or not there. It's very difficult to move one driver to another driver. No. You know how to work with the Tomcat server based servlet application. You want to move your application to another server. Does it take much time, guys? Okay, you are already operating Android mobile. Someone gifted you iPhone. Will you take much time to move, guys? Come on, guys. So same formula you can apply here or not there. So that's why don't be in the wrong opinion. Okay, proprietary technology means one technology, one implementation software. If I know how to work with that implementation software, my story is completed. No, 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 no. Though there are multiple guys, come on. If you know how to work with one implementation, you can use that knowledge to work with other implementations or not there. You can happily use that knowledge to work with what? Other implementation. I hope you thoroughly convinced, guys. Understood my statement, my dear. Come on. Okay. After All these implementations are given based on what? Common set of rules and guidelines. Okay. Here is my software vendor. What vendor, guys? Here is my software vendor. Come on. Open technology. What is there? Rules and guidelines. Open technology, rules and guidelines. In the form of APIs. In the form of APIs. Yeah, this is my implementation software 1, implementation software 2, implementation software 3. Total, how many implementation softwares are there, guys? Oh, implementation software 1, implementation software 2, implementation software 3. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay, guys. Implementation software 3. This is one thing, this is one thing, this is one thing. Are you getting my point there? Right. Yeah, we have one technology is having lot of implementation softwares or not. Since all these implementation softwares are created based on what? Common rules and guidelines of open technology. The way we work with implementation software 1 is very much similar to what? Implementation software 2 and software 3 are not there. Implementation software 2 and software 3 are not there, guys. I want reply, boss. Come on. Super. Okay, let's see what is there here. JDBC technology. What is there, guys? JDBC technology. Okay. Rules and guidelines are given in the form of JDBC, in the form of JDBC API. Yes, here is my first implementation, second implementation, and third. Are you getting my point there, guys? Yes, here is my JDBC driver software for Oracle that comes in the form of what? OJDBC n.jar. What dot jar, guys? OJDBC n.jar. Yeah, tell me. JDBC driver software for MySQL. Okay, guys. Tell me. MySQL Java connector version.jar. Next, guys, JDBC driver software for PostgreSQL. What is there? PostgreSQL. Yeah, tell me. PostgreSQL hyphen PostgreSQL Java version.jar. Are JDBC driver softwares are coming in the form of jar files or not? That's good. Yes. Okay. Yeah, tell me. Since all JDBC driver softwares are given, since what, guys? All JDBC driver softwares are given based on common set of rules and guidelines of JDBC technology. The way we work with all these JDBC drivers are going to be very much similar or not there. That means if you know how to work with one JDBC driver software, we can use that knowledge to work with what? Another JDBC driver software or not, my dear? We can use that knowledge to work with what? Another JDBC driver software. What do you say, guys? It's possible or not possible? Yes. Okay, guys. Let's see. If you know how to work with one JDBC driver software, that knowledge can be used to work with another JDBC driver software, because all these JDBC driver softwares are given based on, come on, common rules and guidelines of JDBC technology. Convinced, my dear? Common rules and guidelines of JDBC technology. Fine. Is that clear? Understanding my statement, boss? Okay. So this is about technologies. Now what is left? Frameworks. But frameworks I will launch freshly in tomorrow's session. Today you got the idea about languages and technologies, guys. Can I say programming languages are raw materials of the programming? Rice granules and wheat granules. Software technologies are semi-finished products of programming. That means 30-40% they provide. Remaining things we should develop are not there. Okay, can I call them as rice flour and wheat flour? Atta kind of thing. Already we discussed at this point. Frameworks are fully finished products of programming. Almost everything is there. You have to know how to give final touch or not there. They are like what? Baba noodles are Maggie noodles. That means 80, 70-80% is already there. You need to know how to use it. And last 20-30% we have to develop from scratch level or not there. Last 20-30% only you have to develop from scratch level or not there. Say something, my dear. Okay. Frameworks I'll talk more exclusively tomorrow. Programming languages are raw materials of the program, of the programming. Okay, providing raw materials of the programming. Okay, like rice granules and wheat granules. Granules. Okay, guys. Yeah, next. Software technologies are software technologies are semi-finished products of program. Semi-finished products of program. Okay, like what, guys? Rice flour or wheat flour. Rice flour or wheat flour. Next, software frameworks are fully finished products of programming, like Baba or Maggie noodles. Baba noodles or Maggie. Yes, my dear, got the point? Understood my statement or not? Fine. Let me upload the notes, and tomorrow when we meet officially, I'm going to launch about what? Frame. At least after this class, we are able to talk what is language, what is technology, what is framework. Once we understood what is framework, we try to understand different categories of framework. Then we'll try to understand Spring fall under which category, Spring Boot fall under which category. Once we get that clarity, then we will start understanding fundamentals of Spring programming, followed by that fundamentals of Spring Boot programming. Then we will see advanced modules using Spring Boot style programming. This is the plan, guys, right? Right. As I said, initially I will upload the notes where? Facebook. Once Google Drive is created, I'll upload the same notes in what? Google Drive. I'll upload everything back to Google Drive. E-Drive, where is this? Class content. What's your batch code? This is, let me save this document, guys. 719. Here is what? Intro, session 4. Post. How to download? Go to this one, download section. Once it is downloaded, open with Paint. Once it is completely downloaded, open with Paint. Guys, okay. Online students, eagerly waiting to learn about framework. Yes, tomorrow I will launch about, guys. Any other queries from online students? Product-based company, open or proprietary? Product-based company is also one kind of software company. Software companies are two types: services company, product company. If they are developing projects for some other client, services company. If they are developing product for their own, later they are selling to other people, then it is called what? Product based company. Okay. .NET Core. .NET Core is a framework, guys. Okay. .NET Core is a framework. Tomorrow class starts at 7:15 or 7:30. Tomorrow onwards, as I said, it will be 7:15 a.m. and I will wind up by 9:45, 9:50 like that, so that you can have peaceful breakfast and you can attend the next class. Okay, all notes are there in Paint only. Where you want to have. You want to have in PDF. You take the Paint. There are tools in internet, convert to PDF. Okay, I don't do drafting work. You only take care of it. Because I give in Paint, guys. You want in PDF? There are tools in the market. Just submit Paint and get the PDF. Sir, why not Notepad? So that I can copy paste. No, it's not about copy paste. My discussion is combination of text and diagrams. So if it is Notepad, I cannot draw the diagrams, right? Okay, guys. So Spring videos do you need to watch? I am going to teach from Spring onwards. What is timing for tomorrow class? Tomorrow onwards, it will be 7:15 a.m. It will be 7:15 a.m. Okay. So you need not to learn Spring separately. I am only going to teach Spring. First we learn Spring core. Then we are going to learn Spring Boot core. There onwards, everything happens in Spring Boot. Right. How to get Facebook look for downloading notes? Okay. Actually, initially I shared this one, but I will give. It's a group, guys. Facebook group. It's a private group. It's a private group. You have to become member of this group in order to get the content of this group. Okay, guys. Course content list is there in first 2-3 sessions. First 2-3 sessions, but you want that one as a PDF document. Wait a minute, I'll try to give as a PDF document here. Go to desktop. Go to desktop. Spring Boot microservices PDF. Okay, is given. Right, boss? We'll stop here and we'll continue from tomorrow. Core Java enough, I have to attend advanced Java. You have to do advanced Java parallelly. Immediately not required, but you can do core advanced Java and this course parallelly. But strong core Java knowledge is required, no doubt in that. Strong core Java. Those who missed initial 2-3 classes, please watch the backup videos. In the backup videos, everything I discussed. What are the prerequisite? What is the course duration? Who needs this course? What are the things that you have to learn parallelly? Everything I have clearly mentioned in that 3 videos. And course plan also given. What we are going to learn at the end of the course, that also we discussed there.